In this session, I'll be describing defined phase needs and deliverables. After completing this module, you'll be able to describe defined phase deliverables and tools for Lean Six Sigma improvement projects. The defined phase has several deliverables as noted on the left-hand side. The tools associated with these deliverables are also included in this slide. The list of activities for the defined phase is shown within this swim lane. Problem statements, linkage to business needs, and so on is included. Defined phase objectives include the following. The second bullet item I would like to highlight. Define how the issue will be measured and tracked so that both high-level process stability and capability can be addressed from a baselining and improvement quantification perspective. This particular item is very important. However, I've seen that many projects, articles, and so on that's written about Lean Six Sigma project does not include this. If this is not included, how does management know the benefits of what we've really done through the execution of this project? So this is a very important piece of the defined phase. The details of how to actually report that will be covered later. Now the problem statement is to describe what's to actually be addressed through the execution of the DMAIC projects. It's supposed to be a 2 to 3 sentence problem statement. It needs to give focus on what symptoms and not the possible solutions. The project charter is basically a contract between the project champion, the Lean Six Sigma belt, and the team on what is to be accomplished and when it's to be accomplished. It is a written document that details the roles and responsibilities and metrics expected benefits from the project. The SIPOC basically describes what area of the business we're actually working on. We're looking at it from a process point of view, but we have inputs and we have outputs. So we're looking at the supplier, input, process, output, and customers, and how it all is put together. The cost of poor quality is often discussed in Lean Six Sigma activities. However, I think what's more importantly is the cost of doing nothing differently. The reason I say that is sometimes we undertake projects that really doesn't have a quality implication. Say, for example, we'd like to reduce the amount of WIP, work in process, for a particular activity. That does not really have a quality implication, but it does have a cost of doing nothing differently implication. The pilot, when they take off, they have a checklist. Similarly, it's important to go through a checklist for each phase of the DMAIC roadmap. So the items that should be considered are listed within the defined phase checklist. The Project Execution Guide is a book that can help people implement and execute a Lean Six Sigma project. I suggest that you page through the book and notice the tabs that are in alignment with the Integrated Enterprise Excellence, or IEEE Lean Six Sigma roadmap. It also includes a checklist to verify that all the potential actions for a phase of the project were actually considered. So in summary, this module we talked about define phase deliverables and tools.